So the answer is yes. I have been an active participant, when it comes to female facing communities and just killing impacts, around the ecosystem. But like I said initially, right, there is a gap that we are trying to bridge, right? And that is that gap around just being vulnerable. I have been part of communities, which is a question, and those communities are focused on your career or focused on, honing your leadership skills or focused on helping you raise money or focused on helping you have pretty much a decent startup hygiene. However, at the core of the matter is what makes us woman, right? Which is being vulnerable, which is family, which is now marrying all of these activities and just synchronizing it with your center, which is family. I mean, for most or for some, right, I've had people say I'm not really interested in the units, the family unit. However, when we say family, we are not saying family being husband, wife, children. We are saying family being family. You come from somewhere, right? So just helping you being a rounded person, telling you that we hear you, we know what you're going through, right? It's a community of women who are sharing, right? This has happened to me, and I think these are the lessons I've gotten from these things that have happened to me, and I think you can apply it because similar things is not happening to you. So at the core and at the center is just holding hands, lifting each other, amplifying our voices, elevating one another, and that is where we are, and that's what we stand for.
So for me, it's yes, I have been, and what we are trying to achieve here is basically have somewhere we can play our part. More like be a team member, be a team player, be accountable for each other. Again, we talk about family, like we said, your family center, very important. But we believe strongly that you can strive in family and still strive in your career. No doubt there are issues that will come up, but how do you tackle it? We want to be part of it. We want to be responsible. We want to hold ourselves together because, again, we believe that together we can win. And sometimes learning from people's experience can help you avoid mistakes and make you go faster in life. And that's why we're introducing the mentorship, mentorship kind of thing where we hold ourselves accountable to succeed both in the family front and in our careers and in our personal life, religion, relationship, and well-being. So, like she said, a 360 is what we're trying to achieve here.
It's pretty much rejigging the playbook, right? The playbook says women can, I mean, the playbook says you can thrive in career and maybe not do so well because in your relationships because you're thriving. I don't think that that is very accurate. I feel like what works for this woman might pretty much not work for the other woman, but then we have the same problems, we have the same kind of issues, and I feel like principles are principles at the end of the day. If you apply them well, if it works for Ajoke and she applied it well, I can just take it back, take it in, do some tweaks.
Yeah.
And then, for instance, I was saying that Ajoke is a morning person, I'm a night person, right? And it works for me that way, right? It's just pretty much saying, see, do you, right? Do absolutely you. This is a no judgment zone. This is a what's it called? Elevate all zone, right? Because we believe that if we can do it, if we're sitting here today, every woman has a chance. So, for me, who have pretty much worked in a male-dominated space, one of the challenge that I face is working in a male-dominated space. Right? If we continue to say that women form 50% of the population here in Africa, why is it a male-dominated space? Again, this is not a battle for the sexes. This is just saying that women also deserve, a seat at the table. We understand that we need to stand up, and actually demand that seat at the table, showing up and adding value. So we're all about showing up and adding value, right? So I mean, there are pay disparities that need to be spoken to. There is, that leadership role disparity that needs to be spoken to. There is the opportunity in itself that needs to be spoken to. I mean, and there's also the fact that we women are saddled with a lot of responsibility. Like it or not, we are the direct caregivers for children, right? Like it or not, 50% of, right now we have, how do I put it now? A lot of people are starting to say, oh, men need to lean in and take more in the home front. But the fact remains that women, we take up 50% of that responsibility. They balance it with work, they balance it with pressure. Then there's their mental health as women. Then there are all of those. There's childbirth. There are menstrual cycles. There's menopause. There's a whole lot, right, that we need to deal with as women, and we're just trying to meet every woman where they stand.